What do you want to know?
All right, man.
Tell me, what do you want to know?
So you're the manager for?
A couple guys, a couple fighters, a couple world champions.
Drop the names, man.
Oh my God! So I work with boxing. I work with Jojo Diaz. I work with Gabe Rosado. And I really don't like the title of manager. I guess that just kind of puts you in a kind of box. But
Okay, you're the liaison.
I'm just.
You're just the guy. You're just a guy.
That just really has passion for the sport, and a lot of the fighters enjoy having me around them and working with them and doing different things with them, and yeah, man, that's just really what you would call it. I enjoy working with all these guys, whether it's MMA guys or whether it's boxing guys. I enjoy the game. I enjoy the business. So I try to move guys' careers forward and give them a different thing. Boxing is an old sport. It's been around for hundreds of years. It's probably one of the, if not the oldest sport. You guys have been fighting for hundreds of years, but things change, things evolve, and it requires, fresh minds who also share the same love and passion for the sport as the guys that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years. And everybody started somewhere, right? So, these guys didn't get in the game at 40, 50, 60. It just happens that they've been around for that long. Mm-hmm. Guys like me, who's a young guy, I've been around for about 9 years now in the game. And, a lot of top guys have a lot of respect for me because they see that I really care about this shit. I care about the fighters. I care about the game. I care about the careers. So it matters. This shit matters to me.
So who you got in the MMA?
Who I work with?
Yeah.
I work with a couple guys. I work with Nick Diaz. I work with his brother Nathan Diaz. It's with these guys. They're different, because they're like. To them, it's not business. It's friend or foe. You know what I mean? So they don't look at it like this is business. If you're gonna be with us, you're with us, or you ain't with us. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's no middle ground. They don't. It's almost family. It's family with those guys. It's either you're in or you're out. So that's how they look at it. And I've been able to be with those guys for the last 5 years and really and I learned from my fighters too. I learned from these guys. I've learned so much being with Nick. I've learned so much being with Nate, and just being with those guys, being around them, learning, doing things, doing business, doing all this type of shit that we've been doing. So I don't walk in a place thinking that I know everything. That's when you kind of, because you think you know everything.
So do you have any dates coming up for
September 25th? Nick Diaz returns to the UFC after a 5-year suspension. Returns back, co-headliner, September 25th versus Robbie Lawler. Which should be a very interesting and intriguing fight. A lot of people were surprised that was the guy that was picked. At the end of the day, when we were going through the negotiations for this fight, a lot of names were thrown out there, and I felt like, we were ready to just, Nick doesn't give a fuck. He'll fight anybody, okay? Just let's be clear about that. He'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime, any weight. He doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? He doesn't give a fuck. But it was important that we kind of scaled this thing out in a way where it's a nice build up, from one fight to the next fight to the next fight to the next fight, right? So this next 2, 3, 4 fights will be very, very, very intriguing, and I think this is a good place to start with Robbie because of the history that they've had, and also I think Robbie also earned and deserves a big fight, a big money fight, something big for him. I think he deserves it. He's been around for a while. He's paid his dues. He's been world champion. He's beat a lot of guys who are going to be, who are high level guys. But he's coming off a couple of losses, and it's intriguing, right? Because now people are like, oh well, if you can't beat this guy, then you can't beat these other guys. Well, he's going to beat this guy, and he's going to beat everybody else. I'm just telling you the truth, man. So
where will hold this camp, in Cali or down here?
Nick is holding his camp. He was in Vegas for a little bit. Now he's going to be in Stockton, California, where they're from. So he's going to be over there training with his brother and a lot of different guys out there. The whole camp, the whole team, the Nick Diaz Academy. And, that's where they'll be. So I'm in Florida right now, checking out some of the young prospects. When camp goes on, you gotta let camp flow. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much input. And when you talk about veteran guys like that, they've done over 100 camps. These guys know everything there is to know about fighting. So you gotta kind of let it flow. You just gotta focus on business and make sure that all the deals are done how they need to be done and the shit is flowing. But it also gives me time to be able to come see young boys. These young kids, these 20-year-olds, these 19-year-olds, these 22-year-old kids who are the next, up, the next generation of fighters coming up. So when I get time, and wherever I'm at, whether I'm in Texas, or I'm in Florida, in California, or I'm in New York, I like to see the young fighters, come watch them and build a rapport with them. This is the future.